Welcome to Famous, Then vs. Now, where icons from the past meet the present. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's start the video. 20 Kung Fu Stars Then and Now, 2025. Watch till end. Number 1 Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California. He began his acting career as a child actor at just the age of 1, and later, in his teenage years, he became passionate about martial arts and film. Sadly, Bruce Lee passed away on July 20, 1973, at the young age of 32. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 84 years old. Bruce Lee is remembered for his legendary films like Enter the Dragon, Way of the Dragon, and The Big Boss. He also created his own martial arts philosophy known as Jeet Kune Do. Back then, Bruce Lee was only 32 when he left the world. If alive today in 2025, he would be 84. His journey from a young martial artist to a global icon will always inspire generations. Number 2 Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan was born on April 7, 1954, in Hong Kong. He began his career in films at the young age of 8, working as a child actor and stuntman before becoming an action star. Today in 2025, Jackie Chan is 71 years old. He continues to act, direct, and promote Chinese cinema worldwide. His famous films include Drunken Master, Rush Hour series, Police Story, and Shanghai Noon. Back then, Jackie started his career at just 8 years old. Now in 2025, he is 71 and still active in the film industry. Number 3 Jet Li. Jet Li was born on April 26, 1963, in Beijing, China. He began his martial arts career at the age of 8 and won national championships before moving into films at 19 with Shaolin Temple. In 2025, Jet Li is 62 years old. He is semi-retired due to health issues but remains a cultural icon. His famous films include Shaolin Temple, Hero, Fearless, and Romeo Must Die. Back then, Jet Li entered movies at 19. Today, in 2025, he is 62 and still admired as one of the greatest martial arts stars. Number 4 Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen was born on July 27, 1963, in Guangzhou, China. He started training in martial arts as a child and began his film career at the age of 19. In 2025, Donnie Yen is 62 years old. He is still active in Hollywood and Chinese cinema, known for his role as Ip Man and appearances in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story and John Wick 4. Back then, Donnie Yen began films at just 19. Now in 2025, at 62, he is still performing action roles. Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa was born on February 5, 1976, in Surin, Thailand. He began his career as a stunt double in Thai films before becoming a star at the age of 27 with Ong Bak. In 2025, Tony Jaa is 49 years old. He continues to appear in action movies internationally. His famous films include Ong Bak, Tom Yum Goong, and Furious 7. Back then, Tony Jaa started as a stunt double and became a star at 27. Now in 2025, he is 49 and still active in action cinema. Number 6 Sammo Hung. Sammo Hung was born on January 7, 1952, in Hong Kong. He began training in Peking opera as a child and entered the film industry at 16, becoming an actor, stuntman, and later a director. In 2025, Sammo Hung is 73 years old. He remains a respected figure in martial arts cinema and has inspired generations alongside Jackie Chan. His famous works include Enter the Fat Dragon, Wheels on Meals, and Project A. Back then, Sammo Hung entered films at 16. Now in 2025, he is 73, and still remembered as one of the greatest martial arts legends. Number 7 Chow Yun-Fat. Chow Yun-Fat was born on May 18, 1955, in Hong Kong. He began his acting career at the age of 21 in television dramas before moving to films. In 2025, Chow Yun-Fat is 70 years old. He is semi-retired but still makes occasional appearances. His famous films include Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Killer, and Hard Boiled. Back then, Chow Yun-Fat started acting at 21. Now in 2025, he is 70 and still admired for his legendary roles. Number 8. Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh was born on August 6, 1962, in Ipoh, Malaysia. She began her career at the age of 22 after winning a beauty pageant and quickly entered the film industry. In 2025, Michelle Yeoh is 63 years old. She is an Academy Award winner and continues to shine in Hollywood. Her famous works include Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Tomorrow Never Dies. Back then, Michelle Yeoh began acting at 22. Now in 2025, she is 63 and one of the most respected actresses in the world. Number 9. Cynthia Rothrock. Cynthia Rothrock was born on March 8, 1957, in Wilmington, Delaware, USA. She began her martial arts training at 13 and entered films in Hong Kong in her late 20s. In 2025, Cynthia Rothrock is 68 years old. She still practices martial arts and occasionally appears in movies. Her famous films include China O'Brien, Yes, Madam, and Lady Dragon. Back then, Cynthia Rothrock started her movie career in her late 20s. Now in 2025, she is 68 and continues to inspire female martial artists worldwide. Number 10. Wu Jing. Wu Jing was born on April 3, 1974, in Beijing, China. He trained in martial arts from childhood and started his film career at the age of 21 with Tai Chi boxer. In 2025, Wu Jing is 51 years old. He is one of China's biggest film stars today. His famous films include Wolf Warrior, The Wandering Earth, and Shaolin. Back then, Wu Jing started acting at 21. Now in 2025, he is 51 and a leading name in Chinese cinema. Number 11. Gordon Liu. Gordon Liu was born on August 22, 1951, in Guangdong, China. He began his film career in the early 1970s and gained fame at the age of 27 with the 36th Chamber of Shaolin. In 2025, Gordon Liu is 74 years old. He suffered a stroke in 2011 and has lived a quiet life since, but remains respected worldwide. His famous films include the 36th Chamber of Shaolin, Kill Bill, and 8 Diagram Pole Fighter. Back then, Gordon Liu started films in his early 20s and rose to fame at 27. Now in 2025, he is 74 and still honored as a kung fu legend. Number 12. Bolo Yeung. Bolo Yeung was born on July 3, 1946, in Guangzhou, China. He began bodybuilding as a teenager and entered films at the age of 23, often playing powerful villains. In 2025, Bolo Yeung is 79 years old. He is retired from acting but remains a legendary martial arts figure. His famous films include Enter the Dragon, Bloodsport, and Double Impact. Back then, Bolo Yeung started his career at 23. Now in 2025, he is 79 and still remembered as one of cinema's most iconic villains. Number 13. Iko Uwais. Iko Uwais was born on February 12, 1983, in Jakarta, Indonesia. He began training in Silat at the age of 10 and entered films at 25 with Merantau. In 2025, Iko Uwais is 42 years old. He continues to star in action films around the world. His famous movies include The Raid 2, and Mile 22. Back then, Iko Uwais began his movie career at 25. Now in 2025, he is 42 and still known as one of the best action fighters of modern cinema. Number 14. Scott Adkins. Scott Adkins was born on June 17, 1976, in Birmingham, England. He began martial arts at the age of 10 and entered films in his 20s. In 2025, Scott Adkins is 49 years old. He continues to act in action and martial arts films. His famous works include undisputed series as Boyka, Ninja, and John Wick 4. Back then, Scott Adkins started his film career in his 20s. Now in 2025, he is 49 and still active in the action movie industry. Number 15. Mark Dacascos. Mark Dacascos was born on February 26, 1964, in Honolulu, Hawaii, USA. He began training in martial arts as a child and entered films at the age of 25. In 2025, Mark Dacascos is 61 years old. He continues to act in both Hollywood and independent films. His famous movies include Only the Strong, Cradle to the Grave, and John Wick 3. Back then, Mark Dacascos began films at 25. Now in 2025, he is 61 and still performing martial arts on screen. Number 16. Yuen Biao. Yuen Biao was born on July 26, 1957, in Hong Kong. He trained in Peking opera alongside Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung and entered films at the age of 20. In 2025, Yuen Biao is 68 years old. He is mostly retired but remains a respected martial arts actor. His famous films include Knockabout, Project A, and Wheels on Meals. Back then, Yuen Biao started films at 20. Now in 2025, he is 68 and remembered as part of the legendary Three Dragons with Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung. Number 17. Andy Lau. Andy Lau was born on September 27, 1961, in Hong Kong. He began his career in TV dramas at the age of 20 before becoming one of Hong Kong's most successful film stars. In 2025, Andy Lau is 64 years old. He is still active as an actor, singer, and film producer. His famous movies include Infernal Affairs, House of Flying Daggers, and Shaolin. Back then, Andy Lau started acting at 20. Now in 2025, he is 64 and still a leading star of Asian cinema. Number 18. Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba was born on January 23, 1939, in Fukuoka, Japan. He began his film career in the early 1960s at the age of 22. Sadly, Sonny Chiba passed away on August 19, 2021, at the age of 82. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 86 years old. His famous films include The Street Fighter, Kill Bill, and Shogun Samurai. Back then, Sonny Chiba began films at 22. He passed away in 2021 at 82. If alive today in 2025, he would be 86 years old. Number 19. Zhang Ziyi. Zhang Ziyi was born on February 9, 1979, in Beijing, China. She began her acting career at the age of 20, with The Road Home. In 2025, Zhang Ziyi is 46 years old. She continues to act in both Chinese cinema and international films. Her famous works include Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, House of Flying Daggers, and Memoirs of a Geisha. Back then, Zhang Ziyi started acting at 20. Now in 2025, she is 46 and still one of the most recognized Chinese actresses worldwide. Number 20. Toshiro Mifune. Toshiro Mifune was born on April 1, 1920, in Qingdao, China. He began his acting career in Japan at the age of 25, with Snow Trail. Toshiro Mifune passed away on December 24, 1997, at the age of 77. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 105 years old. His famous films include Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, and Throne of Blood. Back then, Toshiro Mifune began acting at 25. He died in 1997 at 77. If alive today in 2025, he would be 105 years old. Tell us in the comments, which Kung Fu star is your all-time favorite? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Famous, Then vs Now, where legends live on.